tilt. Hopefully that's better. There she is. Carradice. Alright, cycle commuter here. Thank you for joining me on my way home from work. Alright, so today we are doing something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a first impressions of a bag that I just got. Maybe we'll do some long-term review type things on equipment I've used. So I got myself what's called, I think you can call it two different things. You either call it a saddle bag or a seat bag. A bag that attaches to your saddle. A large bag. So you may already be familiar. Oh, windy. You may already be see if we can get out of this wind. How about that? Okay. You may be familiar with small bags that fit in the little spot under your saddle. Let's see here. Let's see if they can go. Maybe I'll find this. Wait. Yes, please go. It's gonna be a while. I don't really care because I care about the traffic lights up there, that intersection. Prefer to get there when it's red. Like that. Now I have a wide bag, so I can't weave through traffic the way I'm used to. Let's see, they're timid. What are we gonna do here? Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Go in the middle. Okay. And we're in the wind again. Alright, it's always challenging to talk in this part, so let's keep going. Get to a quieter section. Overall, there's two things we're going to do in this video. I'm going to show you my new Carradice Nelson Longflap. I'm going to call it a seat bag, just to distinguish it from the little saddle bags that are quite common. And I'm also going to show you some of the little tricks of how I pack things and what I've learned to help me reduce the amount that I have to pack. That's obviously helpful. If you can be more efficient with your available space, then car behind us. If you're more efficient with your available space, then it's easier to carry it. So I picked up a Carradice Nelson Longflap. So it's a longitudinal bag, goes across the seat. Let's see. Can you see the reflection in the rag there? Let's see. Anyways, I like doing things a bit different. My bike doesn't have a luggage rack. We all know from my other video that panniers are the best answer, or if you're in North America, pan-yers. Let's go. Probably going to be a red light, so we'll take a peek and we'll decide what we behind us. Shouldn't be adjusting my mirror on a hill. So I have to remember my bag is a lot wider now, so my bike is wider. One of the reasons I like being without panniers is my bike is narrower. It's easier to filter through traffic than, you know, you filter through traffic. I don't like that all the time. So I like Carradice bags. They're super stylish. They're very popular in Europe. I guess Britain, maybe we should say. The United Kingdom. So these bags traditionally mount to built-in little loops that are common in Brooks saddles. So they've got a bit of a expensive entry cost. You can get little attachments. I'm familiar of Velo Orange. Basically attached to your seat rail to give you those loops. I opted for the additional bag carrier. It's called the Bagman, and the quick release. So I'll walk you through the decision process, and then I'll show you the bag, just so you know what it looks like. If you are here looking specifically for information on the Carradice bag, we'll see it very soon. Just gotta dip down. There's a van behind us. Just gotta make sure they don't overtake. Could be a courier, could be a contractor, might be impatient. They continued on. We're going into the ravine. Just double checking that they continued on, no one's behind us. We're going into the ravine. There should be a field, I'll show it to you. It's just based on timing. I'll show you the bag. Then we'll go into the decision process. Find a quiet spot. Should be less crowded here. Perfect trees for climbing. Let's find a nice shady spot, not too far down the hill. Oh, there's a trail down there. All right, we'll be going down that trail. Oh, there's a robin over there. Let's see. This should be a nice backdrop. How about that? Excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Robin. All right. Oh, this way's a better lean just because of the slope. Not very flexible. Okay. Oh, we can turn off the lights. There you go. All right, tilt. Hopefully that's better. There she is. Carradice. So Nelson Longflap. Normally you have a leather strap here goes into a little loop if you can see it, and then there's another loop here. Our spot, where are we? Is it this? Yeah, it's this. Hopefully I've got this. Yeah, I've got this. This would go all the way around to your seat post. This can be an issue with your cables, especially if like cantilever style. The other thing is when it's like underneath the seat and it'll be leaned over, so it'll be like rotated. Your thighs will bump. I wouldn't say hit. It doesn't actually interfere with your pedal stroke. You just feel it. But I wanted this rack. They call it the Bagman. So the racks are fitted to the different sizes of the bag. Larger bag, larger rack. Mounts, let's see here, get underneath. Mounts to the seat rails. And it's a quick release. Oops, sorry. Like this. That attaches the bag. Beautiful, nice and easy. So like I was saying in the carrying things video, sometimes you need these bags to come off quickly. So if you have the leather straps, it can be a bit inconvenient. But with a quick release, it's nice and easy to get to. So I'll show you, point this down, show you what it looks like inside. The reason it's called a long flap is because this is doubled. So what that means effectively is that you can overpack your bag and cover it all, which is a bit handy. I wouldn't put anything heavy in here. I'll have to talk about that. So here we are. View like this, right? Towel, pants, shirt, socks. There's a pair of shoes underneath. Can't really see it. Rain cover. So I have a pair of shoes in here, and it's not even close to being at capacity. This is the long flap portion, so basically you can unclip. Hopefully I got this angled properly. Unclip, and then you can fasten it here. So this gives you all that extra capacity like that to put something big, not too valuable, not too heavy on top. Side pockets, as you can see, there's two of them. You can also see I'm using the smallest hole here. So I'm tightening it all the way down, and it's still really loose. So I'm pretty impressed with the capacity. I can easily fit a full work outfit in here and some extras. So let's see what we got in here. This is my toolkit. Tube, multi-tool, patch kit, tire pressure gauge, all that stuff is in there. Again, you can see that these are kind of designed to kind of go over top of things if you have large puffy objects. So the other thing that I would potentially put in this pocket is the rain cover, which I currently have inside. Other side, I mean, you already know what the pocket looks like, but it's worthwhile because this is, I guess, falls under little hacks that I've learned. So when I was talking about carrying things and efficiency, you want to be efficient, obviously. So camping stuff. This is my shampoo. Refill it a couple days, every few days. This is my cream, soap, deodorant, some other stuff fits in there. Could fit a toothbrush, toothpaste. So toiletries can all fit in this tiny little bag. The towel I had, there's a microfiber towel, folds much more compactly. So because the bag's up here, I can't mount my light, so my light's down here. Now the one thing I did notice is that these, I don't know if this can be tightened, but I noticed they have a bit of wobble to them. So they're unthreaded on both sides, so I'm not going to touch them right now. Hopefully nothing falls out. Yeah, so this has a bit of wobble to it, but I'm not doing anything heavy in there. If you're just curious, frame bag. Experimenting with this little saddle bag, handlebar bag. Oops, this is open. It's empty though. I'm gonna get a bigger one with a quick release. Right now this stays mounted. So the idea is I get to my work. This is a quick release. This will be a quick release. This bag will be pretty much empty. Somebody might steal this bag, then I'll just learn a lesson. But until then, I have some faith in humanity. All right, let's go to a lower setting here. Oh, here, this may as well do it this way for you. Put this one on. So there's a bit of the bike. Try and get this angled. Sorry, you're looking. Oh, at least you get to see the trees. So let's get this out of the way. Let's test this off-road a bit. Held up pretty well. All right, so I get this here. Not very flexible and my legs are really sore. Gotta swing it over. All right, hopefully I haven't messed up the camera angle. So I'm actually really happy about this bag. They're not cheap, they're handmade. Let's see, where does this go? We're going exploring on our commute. Oh, yeah, I can see where it connects. Yeah, so obviously the whole bike commuting thing is much more popular in Europe. A lot of the YouTube channels that I watch are based in the United Kingdom. Oh, it's pretty slippery. I feel my front wheel going on all over the place. I don't know if I'm just tired. So they'll show off these really nice bags that I can't buy or try out. Okay, thank you. So it's a bit of a tease. You can see some really nice stuff, and then you don't have any access to it because you're in Canada. I love going through here. It's so beautiful. I can't believe that I can go for a ride like this after work. Literally walking distance to the Toronto downtown. So lucky. Anyways, yeah, it's really hard to get this stuff to Canada. And I've been humming and hawing, trying to figure out my own way of doing things that are similar. And I did actually come up with a pretty decent alternative. Just using some bungee nets and getting creative with pushing the bag outwards so it's not on my thighs, because I didn't really like it. But then there's one boutique, I would call it, kind of shop in the west end of Toronto. So if you're kind of like me and you like odd bikes that are high quality and you like nice things that are hard to find to go with them, then you don't really have a lot of choice. And I was so happy that I found the shop, and he happened to have pretty much these 4, I think, or 5 styles of bags in the shop. So the Nelson Longflap is relatively large. It's one of the bigger ones. As you can see, it's quite large, actually. I think there's the Super C and the Camper that are larger. Most of the bags are a lot smaller, so they're perfect for like day trips, but I'm using this for commuting. Oh, I forgot to show you, there's D-ring loops, so you can get a shoulder strap. I'm sure Carradice sells a beautiful and proportionally expensive shoulder strap to go onto the D-rings. But I just took one off a messenger bag that I don't use when I'm commuting by bike. And it turns into a shoulder bag that's not too bad to use. Like if you're just going from your bike to the change room or whatever. Yeah. So I wanted something nice, something a bit different. So I ended up finding that kind of a bag, and I was bummed out that it was so hard to find, because especially with the rack. What do we got going on here? Especially with the rack, I was really worried that it wouldn't fit on my bike, or that it wouldn't fit with the bag. Originally I wanted to get just the rack and my own bag, but then I found Martin over at the Hoop Driver, and he had a full selection. Beautiful stuff. Oh, just beautiful. So expensive though. But I'm glad it took me this long to find them and all that. It gave me time to save up. got going on here? Green light, yellow light. There we go. We made it. Good luck. Yeah, so for me the criteria was something that is a little bit unique, a little bit fashionable in my own way, yet still practical. The quick release is an excellent feature. The Bagman, the carrier, kind of pushes the bag away from the seat, so I wouldn't put heavy stuff in there. I did do a bit of a beer run, got some cans of beer, quite a few, just to test out the weight, see the capacity, but I could feel it wobble. Kind of made me a bit nervous. But it's also it's new. So the other obvious alternative are the bike packing bags. These are kind of cone-shaped bags, super practical, almost always waterproof. Yeah, super practical, pretty much waterproof, very aerodynamic. But the cone shape makes it a bit awkward. I like this bag because you end up with pretty much a rectangle. I read online that some people, they reinforce the bag to give it some more rigid shape. But so far I haven't had to try it. I just kind of pack the bag in the change room, then put it on the rack, and then kind of rearrange things to get it into the rack really nicely. Alright, let's not get hit by a train here. Supposedly they're very waterproof, pretty much waterproof. I will be using the rain cover though. Oof, there we go. I will be using the rain cover. I was very brave. I did that clipped in. Practice makes progress, as they say. All right, we're not going up the hill yet. Sorry, friend. Going that way. Yeah, so it's quite nice. Now we both sit down. So I'm glad I found it. I hope you find the video useful. If you're looking specifically at these kinds of bags, I know I had a lot of trouble researching, so I hope the video is helpful. And I hope you like my my tips on how to pack efficiently with your toiletries. I'll definitely I definitely improved things a lot when kind of got to that stage. Microfiber towels are good. We got these things called Turkish towels. My wife really likes them. Same idea, really thin towel, packs really small, yet big. So, well, that's that. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you ride your bike today. Take care.